off coaching all day. And now, without further ado, YouTube, what's up? Smart Niecey Niece. Checking out these sexy digital Ahri, arcade Ahri skin. Ahri's pretty much the porn star of League. I'm pretty sure. Like, League kind of functions as, like, a commentary on, like, people and our society. We got the black man. We got the Indian lady. We got the little girl. We got the little boy. We got the caveman. We got the Russian. We got all these. We got the drunk cowboys, and we don't have any like Indians, like woo, 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 Indians. We don't have any of those. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We have the cougar. We have some large fucking Samoan woman. I don't know what the fuck that is. She's... Yeah, yikes. Jesus! It's a big woman. Damn! Feather not done. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry if it was offensive, but like... I don't know. I mean, if you get offended by that, like, you're gonna get offended by anything, right? Like, there was no stopping you from getting offended. Like, eventually you were just gonna have a moment. Officer Vicarian, thank you! See, that's kind of a weird Annie here. It's got the Flash Ghost. This is interesting. As far as the lane goes so far, I don't have too many issues yet. Like, she's trading in minions. We could clean up our farm, for sure. Like, I'm down with pushing. I always like pushing in low elo, but like, I kind of hate our farm right now, but I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't change your mechanics. Either you are gonna farm well or you're not, right? That's on you to practice. Here we're gonna get a gank. I would be tempted to harass under turret, but you could just be. I mean, if you're gonna harass under turret, you gotta cheat topside because that's where you have the ward. But you're kind of standing in the middle of the lane, and I don't know why. That's the first thing that mid laners like to do that I don't understand. Is when we have vision on this side of the map, why stand on this? Why stand in the middle of the map? Most of the time, you want to cheat towards topside. This is something that I'm not just saying this to sound cool. This is something that guys actually do, like high elo mids. And for the record, I used to play a lot of TF. Thank you, Vicarian, for the 13. So like there, this was completely avoidable because we had pretty good knowledge of that Nidalee. If he was going to come from anywhere, it was going to be bottom side. So we tank a spear, which we do not want. You put on some good damage here. I don't. What just happened to you? Why did this play this way? Did I just get laid? What the fuck? In the future, you need to flash there. FYI. I don't care that it works out. That Annie is an absolute numbskull, and if you were facing a better one, you would have died there. Yeah, you would have died there if you were facing a better one, because you're running Ignite. That was a weird situation. So Annie blows all summoners. I would be trying to push the lane and get out here. I would also, in the future, you need to ping this guy to push for you, push with you. It clear. This whole thing went your way. You're good. let's push this wave and do it quickly, and let's have Poppy help us, so we can get out faster. The only thing is, the only addendum to this is, in this particular situation, it's fine because Annie's mana is so low. But, like, even still, I don't want to be in a position where, like, I'm not putting pressure on with my teleport. So, like, here, you're gonna cue the wave, get it in there quickly so that it doesn't stack up again. Back. No, this is dumb. This is wasteful. We need to back here and buy something. Otherwise, we're not going to get much value out of our teleport. So watch. We can shove this. You're not thinking ahead. You're not planning ahead. So, like, why are we not just getting this into mid, or getting this into the turret, and then teleporting forward and then keeping the pressure on? Why are we just kind of farming with this guy? I don't like that. I also need a pink ward. I need vision so I can play aggressive. Can we back here? Yeah, I hate this. This shit tilts me. Yeah, that's all on you. That's completely your fault there. I don't know why. I have no idea why we're staying when we could just back here. Like right here is a perfect time to back. You push him in. Now go into the pocket here and back. And then teleport forward. And then keep the pressure on because Annie has no summoners. So if we back, we teleport forward, we shove the lane in, we get the XP lead. If Annie stays, we can try to kill her. If Annie leaves, we can go bottom, or we can go top and then snowball the game. I don't know why we stayed. I hate that we stayed. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm visibly shaken. It was a good attempt on the outplay, but even still. You should have never been there in the first place. So, see the difference? We took a situation where we had the turret, we had everything pushed to the turret. We could have backed, teleported forward, and kept applying pressure and not let Annie back, or if she backed, shove lane and roam. But then we just stayed, opened ourselves up to a gank because we had no vision down. Then we died, now we teleport, and our lead that we had accumulated over time is kind of over. Like, we just threw that away. So you're tanking all this damage, I'm not entirely sure why. You clearly had no intention of freezing it, so why did we tank it all? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you tank all that damage there? That's important. Look at all that damage. You're gonna basically give a pot away and you didn't even freeze the lane, right? So what's the point of doing that? You're just leaking money, basically. Especially considering you were just gonna push. I like this. That was a really good juke on the ult. Now, you asked if I'm going to give you the My Team award. The My Team, though. My team! You asked if I was going to give you that award. I definitely will not this game, based on what I've seen so far. Because of how this lane phase, like, now I'm pretty much calling lane phase over. Because of that mistake, shows me that you weren't you weren't playing the situation very well. Mechanically, you played okay, but management-wise, we could have played this a lot better. And then Annie Whifferinos again. Okay, Annie gets pushed out. Why aren't we looking to roam here or something? Teleport, I hope. I think you're gonna teleport. Maybe you're fine. You're fine. I thought it might be better than it actually was. You're good. You're good. The staying in mid is good there, dude. Huh. That's all on you. Again, you do this thing where you have teleport and you can use it to keep applying pressure, but you refuse to do that. So right here, you make a good exit. This is what I call an exit trade, where you've traded great, or you traded shitty, but you have teleport, and this guy doesn't. So it's a good time to just exit and reset with teleport. And now, even though, you know, teleport's only for top lane, but now you have it in mid, and we can use that to keep applying pressure and then take the turret. Because we'll have a huge HP lead over the guy. He has no sustain, so we could definitely use that. So we trade an objective we never had to trade. So these are two deaths that in my opinion, never should really happen. Based on how you've played this mechanically. Because you've played pretty well mechanically, but your macro is like poopy butt right now. Poopy butt, dude. So now we teleport here. We should be a level ahead of this guy with how this went, by the way. Maybe even 2 levels if we played the lane management better. Okay, you're roaming down, but you don't have ult yet. I would consider shoving the next wave first and then roaming because you don't have an ult. But now that we're here, we're here. And yeah, this is kind of ugly. Yeah, see, it would have been a lot smoother for you to push this in first and then roam down, because then your ult's going to come down after you roam. So always try to time and sync up our cooldowns with our pushing and pulling of the waves, right? So look at all this waste that we have here. We could have pushed 2 waves into the turret probably, and denied a lot of farm. It's a good little charm. I see you ulted to keep him alive. That's fine. You might as well push the wave. I thought Alawi's shit stopped when she dies. You might as well push the wave and shove that farm in, because Poppy's holding for you anyways. And Annie's 3-manning bottom, or 2-manning bottom. So you're basically not punishing Alawi at all. She pretty much doesn't even have to use her teleport because we don't shove the lane after. We should definitely do that. That was a good flash. It was a good kill. Again, we need to shove the lane. 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 Thank you. Shove the lane. No. No. You weren't done yet. Shove the lane and back. There was nothing else to do. We're good. Everything's fine. Shove the lane. You weren't done yet. I don't care about my 1 in 5 misfortunes farm. I don't give a fuck. If he can't win a lane with misfortune, he can't do anything anyways, right? Shove the lane. So here, Alawi ults, you exchange ults, which is fine. I have no problems with this. She tries to all in you. And that is unlucky. But once you had dodged the flash, you should feel pretty good about him being dead there. We just had to dodge one more tentacle porn.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Cool. You get the Alawi down. Good. You go in. I have no problem with this right now. This is all good to me. You back. I'm okay with the back there because you didn't have anybody near you. You had no map pressure. Sorry. I had to see this again, though. Who do you dash for here? Nidalee, I hope. Excellent. That's a big Alawi, though. You're level 14 off of team fights, which is really good. I'm about to tell you a very similar thing to what I told our last guy, which is that you say my team though, right? Which your team sucks. It's not really... I don't think that this game was unwinnable per se, depending on how we had played it. But one thing I will caution you is, like, your build, experiment with the proto belt. Because you can definitely use that as another all-in mechanic on Ahri. Definitely experiment with the proto belt. One charm and people die if you itemize properly with this. Good try on the charm.
Red team's turret has been Red team's turret has
Good. I see no problem with this. But I like the Ludens. I mean, the single target's good. You've played this pretty well though in the mid-late game. It's just your lane management has really stifled you a little bit, I think, in this one. And stopped you from being like a god. We definitely need to try to go for this Ezreal. Because like I said, depending on how, just charm forward, or just, yeah, spirit rush forward. And do it because you got nowhere else to go. Your team's falling apart. It's pretty clear that this game's going to be a wash if you don't take risks. So let's take risks on the Ezreal now. When our charms are up and Ezreal's clearly out of position. See, we didn't take our little window when we had it. Now we're pushed off a turret. See what I mean? We could have broke open the map a little bit. Wow, your Gnar sucks. Feels bad. No Black Cleaver feels real bad. A Spirit Visage versus an Alawi that's dumpstering you. That feels super bad. Yikes. What the hell happened to you here? Why do you keep leading with your E instead of spirit rushing forward and committing to the fight? Let's put ourselves in Ezreal's position. If you spirit rush forward, he has to E, right? So we spirit rush forward, he E's away. We spirit rush forward, we charm, and then we commit. But you keep leading with your E, and then you spirit rush forward. I don't know why. You reap what you sow here, my friend. Commit to it. Also, definitely, again, experiment with the proto belt because there's like no counterplay to that shit. Spirit rush forward, he E's, you spirit rush forward again, you proto belt, or you charm, then you proto belt, or whatever, you know, whatever rotation you want to do, but so Lowy's ultings, beating your whole fucking team, my team dough, got it. Yikes. It's the Alawi that's really giving you guys the problem, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. This game, my friend, you might have lost it no matter how you played it. Maybe. You might have lost it no matter how you play it. It's a very realistic thing to drop games. What is this, gold? But even, like, it's realistic to drop games. Everyone drops games, even in low elo, and even in, like solo lanes, especially, like, mid and top. People drop games all the time where they're fucking gods at their champs or whatever. Ahri's kind of one of those champs that doesn't like... It's an assassin. Assassins aren't hot right now. Gold 3? Yeah, it's possible to drop games in Gold 3, but this isn't all, like... You can't just absolve yourself of, like... like, you can't just look at this game. Based on my experiences with League, I look at this game and I don't think that it was, like, 100% loss. You know what I'm saying? I think that if we had played to our strengths with our teleport a little bit sooner, and we, you know, you can go back to the replay and see all that shit, especially since you're subbed. But if we'd played to our strengths with our teleport better, and when we had someone dead to rights and they were stuck under turret, backing and teleporting forward and coming forward with like a pink ward or something, and then keeping the pressure on is a hell of a lot better than overstaying, dying, and not using the teleport. You did it twice this game. 2 times I saw it. And the thing is, if we had done that and put the pressure on mid, got down to the tier 2 with a double level lead, maybe we get the tier 2 down, and then we open up the map in a different way. Might be able to pick off Nidalee and 2v1s and shit like that and really run the game over. But the way you played it allowed yourself to get picked off a couple times, and that kind of threw your XP lead out of whack. The other thing is you're roaming. You roamed, but you didn't have your ult up yet, and I don't understand why you would roam as Ahri without your ult up or coming up by the time you get to bottom. So the next time that you're making a roam down the map, think to yourself, like, man, I don't have my ult up yet. Maybe I should just push this wave in first and then roam on the next wave, because then I can actually, like, do some fancy shit while the minions are shoved to turret and my lane opponent has to answer that. And then, like I said, the itemization stuff, try to experiment with Proto Belt, but then you had options here where, like, Ezreal's pushed up in front of you. You have 2-level lead on him. And it's just a Braum Ezreal. Like, at that point, you have a big enough lead, your items are big enough, Spirit rush forward, blow his E, plan the fight out in advance, and then bam, you're good to fucking go. Because once he blows his E, then you're good. And, you know, if you get his flash with your Spirit rushes, then you can just back away. But as far as a team though kind of game, yeah, your team sucked, but I don't think this game was a definite loss. I think that if we had improved some things, we could probably come out with a win every once in a while. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I love all you guys. I'm out. Peace. Cracks, thank you. friendly gets to 500 subs.